properly setting up your PEO company in CYMA can allow for a better CYMA experience. In this video, we will show recommended techniques for setting up GL accounts, setting up employee IDs, establishing pay frequencies, and setting up product IDs. First, let's look at setting up the GL accounts. For reporting advantages, we recommend setting up your GL accounts to incorporate the client ID. Here we have defined a 6-digit account with a 3-digit segment called client, but we can rename this anything. This demo company uses a numeric client ID, but you can use alphanumeric here if needed. Using departmentalization and other associated features has the effect of associating transactions with this client ID, allowing for client-level reporting right out of GL. In another video, we have a more detailed look at the benefit of using the client segment to determine client-level profitability. Next, we'll look at employee ID setup. You could set up a classification system where each employee ID is based on some code like first initial, last name, or something similar. But CYMA advises that you prefix the employee ID with your employee's client ID, typically a 4 to 6-digit code. The employee ID can be 14 characters long, so you can still use whatever naming convention you would like, but using a prefix of the client ID will make it easier to select a range of employees for payment, editing, or reporting. Our next recommendation applies to establishing pay frequencies. In Maintain Configuration, you can establish an unlimited number of pay frequencies. These frequencies can have unique descriptions for later recall and usage. While you could just name these pay frequencies as weekly, bi-weekly, etc., CYMA also recommends using a client prefix here. If a client ever requires a slight change in the pay frequency, or if you have another customer with a unique pay frequency, you can easily find and make the changes. Finally, we'll take a look at the setup of product IDs. When you bill, many customers find that receiving an invoice with grouped costs is more appealing. For grouping purposes, CYMA's determined that you should set up your product IDs as numerical, rather than character-based. For example, you could set up wages as starting with 100, and taxes starting as 200, and workers' comp as 300. Then, when you're printing invoices, logical costs will be grouped in order under the invoice line detail grid. Thank you for watching. Using these tips under the PEO model can help ensure a more effective use of the CYMA PEO system.